This is continuation of the Ottakshara series. We will be looking at Sajati Ottaksharas and how to read and how to write them. So a quick recap of what is Sajati Ottakshara. So when we see a word like this is the one which is having double consonants. This alphabet is the one which has double consonants. So in this, what is written on the top, that is the main consonant, and what is written at the bottom is the secondary consonant. If you see, main consonant and secondary consonant are of the same type, ka. This is the consonant ka and this is the symbol, Ottakshara symbol of ka itself. So if both the main consonant and the secondary consonant are of the same type, if they are of the same type, then it is called as Sajati Ottakshara. Main consonant and secondary consonant are of the same type, so it is called as Sajati Ottakshara. So now that we know what is a Sajati Ottakshara, now we have to see how to read and how to write them. So let's take the example of this word akka. And here we know this is the alphabet which has the Ottakshara, this is the main consonant and this is the secondary consonant. Now how do we read it? So you write the alphabets which do not have Ottakshara as it is. So A plus. Now we know that it is made up of main consonant and secondary consonant. So now the main consonant, always pronounce it in its root form. Root form means without the sound of the vowel. How do we get ka? We get ka when we do k plus, this is the root consonant, k plus a. This is the sound of the vowel a. So k plus a together gives you ka. So this is the root form of the consonant. K is the root form of the consonant. So the main consonant, always write it in its root form. Okay? Whether it has a Gunitakshara or not, always write the main consonant in its root form. This is the root form. So I am writing ka in its root form as k plus, now this is the secondary consonant. The one which is written at the bottom is the secondary consonant. To that k, you have to add the sound of a. Okay, so this will be pronounced as ka. Okay, so main consonant is pronounced in its root form and the secondary consonant has the sound of the root form and the vowel a. So it will be pronounced as a, k, ka, akka. That's how you get the word a, ka, akka, a, akka, a, akka, akka. So this is a word which did not have any Gunitaksharas in it. Now let us look at a word where there is a Gunitakshara in it and how to read it. So now I will take the example of Nidde. Nidde means sleep, sleeping. So now write the alphabet which has no Ottaksharas as it is. So I am writing Ni. Now this is the alphabet which has a Ottakshara. Now this is the main consonant and this is the secondary consonant. Now the main consonant, even though it has a Gunitakshara, it has a Gunitakshara A added to it. Even then, you have to always pronounce it in its root form. So what is the root form of da? It is d. D is the root form. Now take the secondary consonant and now add the Gunitakshara to it. So this is the Gunitakshara A. Okay, so this becomes de. The secondary consonant you have to read as de. So now together when you read n, ni plus d plus de, ni de, ni d de, nid de, ni d de, ni de. Together it will become ni de. Okay. So always what is the two things you have to remember? The two things you have to remember is the main consonant, whether it has a Gunita or not. You have to always pronounce it in its root form. Main consonant should be pronounced in its root form. And if there is a Gunitakshara, that should be added to the secondary consonant and pronounced along with the secondary consonant. So that's how they comes here. Okay, so this is the rule of Sajati Ottakshara where it has a Gunitakshara. We saw an example where it did not have a Gunitakshara. The word Akka did not have a Gunitakshara. And now we have seen Midde where there is a Gunitakshara of A. But remember the two rules. I am repeating it again and again so that this should be very clear. Main consonant always pronounce it in its root form. It has a Gunitakshara or not, it does not matter. Always pronounce the main consonant in its root form. Now, if there is a Gunitakshara added, add that Gunitakshara to the secondary consonant and pronounce it along with it. So that's what we have done here. Du plus A, de. So then together it becomes Nidde. So this is how you read the Sajati Ottaksharas. So that whatever I have explained is there here. So to understand the rule to read the double consonant, let's look at the word Akka. So here K, the main consonant is pronounced as K. So the main consonant pronounced as root consonant and then the second consonant pronounced as the main consonant. And that's how we get Akka. So while reading Ka, Ukka, the main consonant is actually pronounced as root and the second consonant as the main consonant. Okay. Now reading and writing Gunitaksharas with the Ottakshara with Gunitaksharas. So there are words like this, Kelasakke, Hakki. Okay, so how do you read it? So let's look at an example of midday. So we write it as that itself. Then D is the main consonant. The main consonant has been pronounced in its root form. And then the second consonant you take, and for that you add the Gunitakshara A. So A is added to the, but while you write, what is happening? You are writing it on the main consonant. But when you read, you will read it with the secondary consonant. So that is what you have to make sure while writing. While writing, always the consonant, the Gunitakshara symbol will be on the main consonant. But you should not read it. You should only write it with the main consonant. While reading, you should read the Gunitakshara with the secondary consonant. So that is the difference between how to read and how to write for alphabets where there is Ottakshara and Gunitakshara. Okay, so they, see here, they, I am writing A on the main consonant, but when I read it, I am not reading it as they there. I am reading it as only the root consonant, and the Gunitakshara is getting added to the secondary consonant. Okay, so this is the rule which you have to remember. These are the rules for reading and writing. Now let's look at example words. So this is on page 34 of Savi Kannada grade 1 part 2. Akka. This word is akka. How do I read? K. This main consonant I pronounce in its root form. So akka, 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 elder sister. Magga, 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 magga is loop. Then ucha, 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 ucha. Ucha means something which is at a higher place or something which is good and best in quality. Gadda, gadda, gadda. Gadda means beard. Udda, udda, udda. Udda is long. Guggari, 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 guggari is curly. Then hachada, hachada, hachada is blanket. Giddaru, 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 giddaru means people who are short. Gaddala, 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 gaddala means noise. So akka, magga, ucha, gadda, udda, guggari, hachada, giddaru, gaddala. Now we have few more words to read. Sorry, words are here. Okay. Ajja. Ajja is grandfather. Avva is mother. Anna is elder brother. Habba is festival. Betta Matta, hill. Majjana, majjana, majjana. Majjana is bath. Navvale, navvale, peacock. Sannata, sannata. It's a folk dance or drama. A mini version of Yakshagana is called as Sannata. Kabbina, kabbina is iron. So I hope you have understood how to read and how to write. Whenever we write words where there is Gunitakshara and Uttakshara, the Gunitakshara will always be written on the main consonant. Like, let's take an example of this, Kabbina. Kabbina. So here, the Gunitakshara is on the main consonant. It's written along with the main consonant. But when you pronounce, you will pronounce it as just B, and this E gets added here with the secondary consonant. So B plus B. That's how you will read it. Kabbina. So together it will become Kabbina. Kabbina. Okay. Always it will be written with the main consonant, but it will be pronounced with the secondary consonant. Please remember this rule. It will, when you write the Gunitakshara, you will write it with the main consonant. But when you pronounce it, you will always pronounce it with the secondary consonant. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So this is Sajati Ottaksharas.